everyone. I ran across an interview Leah Remini had on Joe Rogan, his podcast, and I've mentioned this before, and she pretty much confirms it in an interview of how dangerous and lethal this domestic terroristic cult is. Again, it is ran, the court is ran by the mob, and that is something I am saying. Other people have said it. And on the interview, Leah Remini goes on and lets Joe know that when you're working for someone like Tom Cruise or John Travolta, they are made to believe that you're working for someone who is single-handedly saving the planet. Yet John Travolta can't get his son medical help, and his son Jet dies. Yet his wife all of a sudden dies from cancer. Or who knows, maybe is locked away like Miscavige's wife, who just all of a sudden disappeared, and the police did nothing about. Again, this is how lethal this cult is, because I can tell you here in Los Angeles, since there are high-ranking officers and people tied into this cult that get paybacks, like Jackie Lacey, they've only prosecuted one person for crimes that have to do with civil rights and human rights, and far beyond that. They've only prosecuted one, and that was Masterson of that 70s show. And I believe she did it because she felt pressured to do it. Because they just never ever prosecute. They never really even basically almost take police reports for this stuff. When I made my police reports, as soon as you tell them what the situation is, it's fair game. You're being told by the members, they're from Scientology, they're fair game. The police will write one thing on a police report in pencil, but then when they take it back to the police station, you just never know what's going to be edited on that police report. And I'm speaking from experience. So anyways, to brainwash people into thinking that you're working for someone who is single-handedly saving the planet, and these people can't even prevent their own relatives from dying from a disease or a sickness because they're told the cult they don't need to do it. They're Scientologists. They don't need medicine. And you let your relatives die? Come on. It goes beyond being dumber than a bag of rocks. You are just completely sold your soul to the mob. Anyways, Remini went on to say that Cruise and Travolta are amongst the most powerful men in the organization. In fact, Travolta has a designation of Kha-kan. What's Kha-kan? Kha-kan is a ranking where if John Travolta wants someone to disappear off the face of this earth, members of the cult are going to help cover it up. Their job is to sweep it under the carpet. Their job is to make it go away, to look the other way, and to go along with the agenda. So when we have police doing this, when we have people that have public serving jobs, serving the public, and they're doing this, they're going to allow these crimes to take place. And victims are going to remain victims. And the continuation of abuse of human rights and civil rights are going to continue day after day after day. Just like all the other crimes that have been going on within this cult that continue. Even crimes against me. I've had someone try to break in my window. I've been stalked by this person from my apartment building. There's people in my building who are part of security and know when I'm leaving my apartment because we have cameras here, and I'm followed by the same Scientologist whether I'm coming or going. Just the other night, I was coming from the store. It was like after 11, and the guy was waiting a couple doors down from my door. And their fair game is something that needs to be analyzed by maybe federal officials, because people below that within our government, within our public service, are completely bought out. They're completely brainwashed into letting these crimes continue. So basically, John Travolta has every right to kill someone. Tom Cruise has every right to kill someone. Miscavige has every right to kill someone. And whoever's a Scientologist, whether they work on your city council, whether they're a bus driver, whether they work in the hospital as a doctor, it's going to be their job to allow the murder to happen and to sweep it under the carpet, guys. Now, if this isn't the most grossest form of domestic terrorism, and this is not even counting the stalking, the harassing, hacking someone's phone, GPSing their car, going to places in the community where they work, where they shop, to slander them. This is a cult that is on its way out, folks. It's a matter of time. And they are the creators of their own demise. It may take some time, but people are really getting sick of their shit. Alright, guys, so that is what I have to say about being Kha-kan in the cult of Scientology, and how we need to be aware of what is going on in our world around us right now. It's a very fragile time. The more we know, the more we can see, and the more in time, as we come together, we can solve. Alright, guys, I'll see you next time.